What's up, people? I hope you're having a great day so far. I've posted in the past couple of days a lot about recovery and how important it is and how underlooked it is. One of my favorite things to do after my workout is to just go through a little flow. So basically, what I'm going to do is just run you through this flow that I went through on a nice mobility Monday. You guys see I started in a downward dog. What you're doing here is stretching and lengthening the posterior chain. So what you're looking to do is try to get those heels to the ground. You're trying to get your hips up as high as possible while keeping that back nice and strong. Don't let it arch. After that, I went down into a little bit of a front plank, brought my foot to my hand, the little rotation to work on that hip mobility, and then just went a little deeper. After that, I just did a couple flexes of my foot, bringing the heel back, really stretching out that hamstring. And as I said, this is just the flow, just enjoying it, seeing what I need. After that, I went back into a little bit of a three-legged dog, opened up that hip, and then brought the foot in front, basically in between my hands into what they call in yoga warrior one. After that, I twisted my back foot, as you see, to open up into a warrior two, to really open up the groins. And I'm just sitting in this position. My groins, my adductors are always tight from sprinting, kicking, whatever it is, whatever is involved in football. After loosening up the groins, I got back into my downward dog. Like I said, you're pushing the heels away, you're pushing the hands away, you're pushing yourself away from the ground, away from gravity, away from the mat to lengthen out that whole posterior chain. You're getting blood to the head, really open up the body, warming the whole body up. As I did on the right side, I bring my left leg to my left hand, open up the T-spine region, the upper body, which tends to get real stiff as we're constantly sitting. We're looking at our phones. We're really hurting our spines doing all these movements that aren't meant to be for us. We never did this in the ancestral age, or however you'd like to call it. After that, I did the same thing. Went into a three-legged dog, opened up that hip, and then brought that knee up front in between my hands, open up that back, that right hip flexor, get my chest up, and here, interlace my hands behind myself, and basically open up that anterior region of the body, the front deltoids, the chest. Like I said, the things that get real tight in our sitting, our scrunched up culture, our bad postures. After that, I did some more yogic-like poses to open up the hips. Like I said, just flowing. Got a lot of this stuff from just practicing yoga over the years, doing a lot of mobility. And like I said, instead of going into a strict stretching routine, which I do oftentimes, I just went into a flow. I wanted to see what my body needed, what I really needed after the session. This one's real good. Opening your legs wide on the mat and just opening the chest. After that, I just went into a little inchworm type of exercise and back into the hips. This type of stuff, please only do if you're super flexible, if you're into yoga, if you've been stretching for a while. Otherwise, modify and regress it, test it out. After that, went down into basically a prayer stretch, really working on that hip mobility. Then rotating, opening up the arms to really work on that, opening up that chest, opening up that T-spine, the upper body, while keeping the lower body stable and grounded. Real good exercise here to open up the ankles. After that, I went into basically a lunge position, and I grabbed that back foot behind me to also hit the quad and open that right anterior region even more. Driving that left foot up really opens up that region even more. Like I said, opening up that right shoulder, that right hip flexor, that right quad, that whole right line of the body. Just sitting in it, really feeling where I need it. Like I said, many footballers' problem areas are hip flexors, adductors, that region. And then just a general, for people who are just, students, people who work at desks, even footballers who are just sitting on buses, sitting on trains, sitting at cafes, constantly looking at their phone. You got to work to open up that upper body, that thoracic region. It really is important, and it's sometimes underlooked. But yeah, just a little 7-minute flow. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Trying to really improve the quality on my YouTube videos. Have a great rest of the Monday. Love you. Out.